Have you ever wondered why the unknown terrifies us so much? It's a question that has percolated through the ages, an enigma that has intrigued philosophers and thinkers and ordinary folks alike. The unknown, it seems, is the quintessential boogeyman lurking in the shadows of our minds. It's a shapeshifter, a chameleon taking on the form of our deepest, darkest fears. You see, we humans are creatures of habit. We crave familiarity, yearn for the comfort of the known. Our brains are hardwired to seek out patterns, to find logic and order in the chaos of existence. This is a survival instinct, a primal part of our DNA that has been refined over millennia. It's our brain's way of protecting us, of keeping us safe from potential harm. But here's the catch: this fear of the unknown, this instinctual caution, can sometimes hold us back. It can keep us tethered to the familiar, to the comfortable, preventing us from venturing into uncharted territories. It's like a bird in a cage, wings clipped, longing to soar but held back by the bars of its prison. Think about it. How many times have you hesitated before trying something new? How many opportunities have you let pass by because they felt too risky, too uncertain? How many dreams have you buried under the weight of the what-ifs? But what if we were to flip the script? What if we were to see the unknown not as a threat, but as an invitation, an opportunity? The unknown is a blank canvas, a fertile ground ripe for exploration and discovery. It's a chance to grow, to learn, to evolve. Yes, the unknown can be scary. It can be intimidating, but it can also be exhilarating, liberating. It's a space where possibilities are endless, where the future is yet to be written. So, let's embrace the unknown, let's challenge the status quo. Let's step out of our comfort zones and dive headfirst into the sea of uncertainty. Because after all, the unknown is not always a danger. It can also be an opportunity for growth and discovery. A fear is a powerful emotion that can control our actions and decisions. It's a subtle puppeteer pulling strings from the shadows, orchestrating our moves and limiting our potential. Imagine fear as a wall, a towering, impenetrable structure that stands between us and the life we wish to lead. Let's delve into how fear can restrain us from living life to the fullest. Fear of failure, for instance, is a common stumbling block. We've all experienced that sinking feeling, that dread in the pit of our stomachs when we think about the possibility of failing. It's a powerful deterrent, one that can shackle us to mediocrity and prevent us from reaching for the stars. Then there's the fear of rejection, a chilling spectre that haunts all of us. It's the voice in our heads that whispers, "What if they say no? What if they laugh?" This fear can stop us in our tracks, halting us from expressing our true feelings, from asking for that promotion, or from pitching that innovative idea. Fear of change, too, can be a formidable opponent. It's the unease that creeps in when we contemplate a shift in our routines, a change in our circumstances. It's the fear that whispers, "What if things don't work out?" This fear can hold us back from embracing new opportunities, from stepping out of our comfort zones, from daring to dream bigger. But remember, these fears, as daunting as they may seem, are just shadows. They're illusions, figments of our imaginations. They're reflections of our insecurities, not hard facts. They're the walls we construct around ourselves, not the boundaries of our abilities. Fear is a natural emotion, but we should not let it control our lives. Just as a bird cannot fly if it's too afraid to leave its nest, we too cannot soar if we're too afraid to take risks, to face rejection, to embrace change. So let's challenge our fears. Let's push against these walls, and let's step into the unknown. Because it's in the unknown that we discover our true potential, that we find our wings, that we learn to fly. So how can we overcome our fears and embrace the unknown? Well, it's a journey of self-discovery and courage. It starts with challenging negative thoughts. Fear is often a byproduct of our mind-spinning tales of the worst possible outcomes. But are these outcomes truly guaranteed? Rarely. Challenge these thoughts. Ask yourself, what's the best that could happen? Instead of always considering the worst. This shift in perspective can help us reduce the fear associated with the unknown. Next, we practice mindfulness. This is the art of being present, of living in the here and now. When we're mindful, we're not fretting over what might happen in the future or dwelling on past mistakes. We're focused on the present moment, and in the present we find peace. There's no room for fear in a mind that's fully engaged with the now. Then comes the part that sounds the toughest, but is the most rewarding: facing our fears head-on. It might seem counterintuitive, but avoiding our fears only gives them more power over us. When we confront them, we realize they're not as formidable as we'd imagined. Each time we face a fear, we chip away at its intensity, slowly but surely taking back control. These strategies are not about eliminating fear entirely. That would be impossible and, frankly, undesirable. Fear can serve as a protective mechanism, warning us of danger. The goal is not to become fearless, but to manage our fear, to reduce its hold on us. Remember, each small step towards overcoming fear is a victory. It's a process, not a one-time event. And with every fear faced, every negative thought challenged, and every mindful moment lived, we become better equipped to embrace the unknown. Overcoming fear is not about being fearless, but about learning to fear less. And in fearing less, we open ourselves up to more experiences, more opportunities, and ultimately, more of life. When we fear less, we live more. But what does it mean to live more? Let's dive into this concept. Living more is not about accumulating wealth, possessions, or accolades. It's not about living in the fast lane or ticking off boxes on a societal checklist. No, living more is about embracing the richness of life's experiences. It's about opening ourselves up to the world around us, taking risks, and pursuing our passions without the heavy chains of fear weighing us down. Imagine a life where you're not held back by the fear of failure or judgment. A life where you're free to explore new ideas, to learn, to grow, and to make mistakes. This is what it means to live more. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone and into the vast, exciting unknown. Consider the thrill of trying a new cuisine for the first time, or the sense of accomplishment when you master a challenging skill. Think about the exhilaration of traveling to a foreign country, not knowing the language or the customs, yet immersing yourself in the culture. Picture the deep satisfaction of pursuing a passion project, not for the accolades or the financial reward, but simply for the pure joy it brings you. This is the essence of living more. It's about enriching your life with diverse experiences, about growing as a person, and about finding happiness and fulfillment in the process. It's about not letting fear dictate your decisions, but rather letting your curiosity and passion guide you. Living more also means being present in the moment, appreciating the here and now instead of constantly worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. It's about finding joy in the journey, even when the path is uncertain or challenging. So what are you waiting for? Start living more today, embrace the unknown, take risks, pursue your passions, and remember, fear less, because when we fear less, we live more. Living more is about embracing life in all its uncertainty and finding joy in the journey. So, what have we learned about fear and the unknown? Fear, as we've discussed, is a primal instinct, a survival mechanism that has evolved to protect us from perceived dangers. Yet it often limits us, holding us back from reaching our full potential. We've explored how fear, especially of the unknown, can paralyze us, keeping us trapped in our comfort zones and stopping us from experiencing the richness of life. But we've also discovered that fear is not a dead-end street. There are ways to overcome it. We've touched upon strategies such as mindfulness, stepping out of our comfort zones, and the power of positive thinking. These tools can help us to manage our fears, to face them head-on, and to turn them into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. The concept of living more is not just about existing, but truly experiencing life in all its facets. It's about embracing each day, each moment with curiosity and a sense of adventure. To live more is to fear less, to have the courage to step into the unknown, and to welcome new experiences with open arms. Fear less, live more is more than a mantra. It's a call to action, a challenge to each of us to push through our fears and embrace the unknown. It's about realizing that the unknown is not a dark abyss, but a realm of endless possibilities. It's about understanding that every unknown we face is a new opportunity for growth and self-discovery. So let's take this journey together. Let's face our fears, step out of our comfort zones, and venture into the unknown. Let's embrace the challenges, the uncertainties, and the surprises that life throws our way. For it's in the unknown that we truly find ourselves, that we grow, that we live more. Remember, the unknown is not to be feared, but to be explored. Fear less, live more, and discover the joy of embracing the unknown.